Hi, welcome to the class. Today we'll start another topic of chapter sound, and the name of the topic is free, damp, and forced vibrations. Vibrations are nothing but they are the disturbances in the medium which we create, and free vibrations. Now, what do you mean by free vibrations? So, free vibrations, as the name is suggesting, they are free of something. Now, what is that something? I'll tell you. That something is external force. So, they are free of external force. It means there is no influence of this external force, or there is no external force when anything is doing free vibrations. So now let us understand. So here we have an example. Suppose this is the rigid support, this is the thread, and this is the pendulum. Right now the pendulum is at rest, the bob is at rest. What we did, we displaced it from its mean position. So how we displaced it from its mean position? We took the bob up till this point and we just released it. Okay, we just released it. Now let us assume that this is the extreme positions of the bob and this is the mean position. This is extreme position. This is extreme position. You know that this distance will be known as amplitude. This distance will be known as amplitude. So what we did, we took the pendulum up till this point and we released it. Now there is no external force applied. No external force means no air resistance. Nothing is there. Okay. So what will happen? The pendulum will start from this point and it will go up till this point, then come back, and then it will keep on rotating or oscillating between these two extreme positions. Its amplitude are not going to die. Why they are not going to die? Because there is no external force. This motion is free from external force. Okay, no external force, no air resistance, nothing. So amplitudes are going to remain same. So this is one example of free vibrations. Another example of free vibrations can when you pluck the string of a guitar, they keep on vibrating if there is no external force applied. So there is no external force applied means there is no air resistance or anything as such. So this is free vibration. So free vibrations are the vibrations of a body when we do not have any external force. Okay, and I told you the characteristic of free vibrations is that the amplitude will always remain same. Now let us plot a displacement time graph for this. You know that the amplitudes are going to remain same. In the examples also, two examples I gave you, remain same. So how this will work? You know that this is time axis, this is displacement axis, and here you have, let us see, this is the amplitude in the upward direction and this is the amplitude in the downward direction. So we start from here, come here, and we go there, and come here, and it keeps on going like this. So what does it mean? You can see the amplitude is going to remain same, and there should be when there is no external force. So these are free vibrations. Next type is damp. Now as the name is suggesting you, damp. What do you mean by damped vibrations? Damped vibrations always take place in under some resistive force. Now here in free vibrations, this was missing, any resistive force was missing, like air resistance or anything. In damped vibrations we have some resistive force. So now if again you take the example of pendulum, what is going to happen? Because now there is air resistance which is in place, so the displacement of this pendulum is going to reduce. Why it is going to reduce? Because of the air resistance. Alright, so how the pendulum is going to behave now in terms of this graph? Will the amplitude increase, decrease, or are going to remain same? So yes, the amplitudes are going to decrease. Why they are going to decrease? Because we have some resistive force in place now. Okay, so when we have resistive force in place, it is going to decrease the displacement or the amplitude of the pendulum. So this is the time axis. Here we have displacement. So let us assume that start from here. So first the amplitude are like this, then they will decrease, then again 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 they will decrease, and then they are going to die after some time. So this is how the graph is going to look. Okay, so if I plot this line in this manner instead of like this, if I try to join it with the amplitude, it is going to look like this. Similarly here, if I draw it like this, so this is how it is going to look like. So you can see the amplitudes will die out after some period of time because there is some resistive force which is in place. That is why we call them damped vibrations. So actually around us, whatever vibrations are taking place, they are damped only. Alright. And now the last one. Again I am repeating the first one. First one is no resistive force. So when there is no resistive force, there is no loss of energy. No loss of energy. By there is no loss of energy because there is no resistive force. So amplitude are going to remain same throughout the motion. Damped vibrations, some resistive force is there, loss of energy is there, and amplitudes are going to die out. So 3 points of difference also I told you between these two, free and damped. Alright. Now the last one is forced vibrations. Now as the name is suggesting, forced. So forced means you are applying some external force. You are applying some external force. So right now in this case the body is not oscillating on its own, but you are applying some external force. So let us imagine this to be pendulum. So if you release it from here, you released it, initially you released it, then this pendulum will oscillate on its own. Now you are you're not applying any kind of force there, it is oscillating on its own. So this is what we call the natural vibrations. Okay, and the frequency with which it oscillates, we call it natural frequency. But now see what happens. I applied a force like this, then it went there, then it came here. I again applied the force there, then it came here. I again applied the force there, and I again applied the force there, and it keeps on oscillating like this under the influence of external force applied by me. So this is what we call forced vibrations. So in forced vibrations, we keep on applying some external force and the body is not vibrating on its own with its natural frequency. So this is the forced vibration. So when you pluck the string of a guitar and you keep on plucking it again and again and again and again, this is the example of forced vibrations. Alright. So these are the 3 types of vibrations which are there. The very important one is forced vibration, which we will be continuing in the next class as well, because one more topic is associated with the forced vibrations. Alright. Okay, thank you.